Shout out to Maurice the gang. Texas Marie.
Hey, Texas Marie.
Me and my bad bitch, we clicked up 10 toes from the jump. Me and my bad bitch ain't had shit. Now we got some. Don't try my bad bitch, I'll fuck you out. Cause she ain't one of them. I don't play about my bad bitch. You can get a one-on-one. Pushing foreign cars like lavish stars. Swerving all over niggas. When we walk up, they starstruck. Like which one are we picking? These niggas hate us, they so tough. They wanna be bad bitches. It's no love when it comes to love. And fucks we just ain't getting. I got a bad bitch on the side. Always winning.
Hey. And it's Women's Month too? What? You understand?
March is Women's Month. Hey.
Bad bitch. I can't help it.
What up?
Yes, welcome.
Purple Dank class is in session.
We are back for another class, and we're here to educate you. We miss you guys, but we're back.
And we're back on track.
Yes.
There goes that bell. Don't be tardy.
Hope everybody's ready.
I missed the bell.
Right? Hope everyone's ready for this knowledge.
Yes. We're going to lay it on you guys tonight. We did a lot of research put into this one. And one of our favorite topics. So,
which topic is that? And we're chopping up to
well,
before y'all get
it was one that we had promised to do.
Yes.
There you go.
You came back on that Ricky shit.
Women's Month, and we're going to start off talking about sex.
Yes, that's a great thing.
And of course, how cannabis affects sex.
Yes.
Especially for women.
For females, especially.
But before we get into it,
yeah.
tell the people what you've had going on recently.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we had our winter break, and that allowed us to really get creative. And we've come out with a whole line of merchandise.
Yes, we have.
That we cannot wait to share with you guys, like from t-shirts and hoodies and hats.
To little tote bags.
Totes.
Yes.
Coffee mugs.
Everything.
So I can't wait to show
we'll
that
be
off.
dropping all that pretty soon.
Yes, and you can definitely donate to our Purple Dank Foundation and receive a gift in kind.
Yes.
One of our merch products.
Kind.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's going to be up on our website soon, probably up on our Instagram, Purple Dank Official.
And tell the people about the nonprofit real quick, because we don't want to speak past that, so everyone knows exactly what
our
Purple Dank is about.
Is the whole reason why we're here to do what we're doing, because the mission of the Purple Dank Foundation is to educate and disseminate.
Oh no, you didn't.
Yes, indeed.
Information.
Disseminate.
Yeah,
okay.
To remove the stigma and negative associations and connotations surrounding cannabis use.
Come on.
And to promote responsible use.
Exactly.
Among our community.
And it's really a lot about erasing the stigma too, because
Yes.
you know what I'm saying, we want people to feel comfortable that they're doing something that actually could be beneficial to them.
No more eye drops.
Right, spraying up that Victoria's Secret.
Right.
And still smell like weed.
It's a psychological thing.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. It's more for yourself.
It really is.
The whole room that you just
entered.
Yeah.
So it helps. But yeah, definitely, we're here to educate. We welcome questions. You guys ever have questions, shout out to us on Instagram, Purple Dank Official. Leave us something in our inbox. We do reply quickly.
We do consultations. We are licensed and certified cannabis connoisseurs. So
already,
we take our shit seriously, and it is our mission to educate the public and get our name out there, y'all. So stay tuned.
Yes, indeed. PurpleDankInfusions.com is the website. Yes.
And what's the number for calling in today?
It is the same as it is all the time here at Love to Jam Radio. If you would like to call in, the lines are open, 832-519-8822. That's 832-519-8822.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Yes, please give us a call. Let's talk. Let's chat it up. That's what's up. All right, so moving on, we have a lot of things to cover today. First, I want to go over the strain of the week.
Strain of the week.
Yes, we got the strain of the week.
Are we
All
smoking
right.
the strain of the week?
No, we're actually
She
not
didn't roll it
smoking.
up.
No,
Shout out to
no.
KP Turner and
Excuse me?
Kendrick Parker.
I have everything ready
Hey.
for the festivities. I
Okay.
have
Oh,
everything
aight.
ready. The blunt is rolled. You know what I'm saying? I got the strain of the week that we're going to talk about. It's different from what we're going to smoke, but I thought it was pretty interesting. So the strain of the week is white truffle.
Ooh,
Okay.
white truffles?
Yes, white truffle.
That sounds so sexy.
So this is a strain that says you can enjoy with a number of people. It can be consumed with all experience levels. It is an indica-leaning hybrid.
Okay.
Indica leaning. I love my
what does that mean
indica.
for the listeners? Because
I
we're
love
assuming
my
everyone is a
indica.
novice here.
Okay, there are two main different kinds of cannabis: the sativa and the indica.
And they give you different effects.
Right.
Go ahead.
Sativa ruderalis grows taller, thinner leaves. Indicas are shorter, more broad, fatter,
Thick, if you
thicker.
will.
Yes. No
Dank.
wonder I love my
Danker.
indica. Yes.
Danker.
Love my
Yes,
Okay.
originated I think from the mountains in Afghanistan, where you got your granddaddy purple
Yes,
kush,
all
that
the nice,
stuff.
good indicas.
Yeah, and indicas is more of like a down or a
a
body,
relaxed feeling.
right?
And
Compared to the sativa, which is more
it kind of gets you going. It
yeah,
put a little
brain stimulator.
pep in your step,
Yeah.
you know. So,
Yeah.
and then it's also good to smoke sativas during the daytime, the morning times, daytime,
Right.
and indicas
It
towards
does
the
help you
evening
stay
and night.
focused, and then the indica will bring you down and give you a nice
Exactly.
chill. And then the hybrids are just mixtures of the two strains.
Yeah, so there's a method to all of this. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? If you know what you're doing, you can really reap the
customize.
benefits.
You can customize yourself and what it is that you prefer to smoke. You don't just have to be smoking random strains. You know, you literally can start to find the ones that work for you, because all the strains have different medical and recreational benefits.
Yeah, and effects.
Right, and effects. So what you're looking for, believe you, there is a strain or a hybrid out there.
Yes, it is. It's out there. It's out there. So moving on about white truffle, it's a cross between gorilla butter and they're not really sure about what else. It's a little murky, but gorilla butter for sure. And gorilla butter is a hybrid of Gorilla Glue number 4 and peanut butter breath.
And Gorilla Glue number 4 is still one of the strongest medical strains around. So
Strong indica. GG4.
Hey, did y'all remember they had like a whole situation when it comes to they had a whole situation when it comes to the Gorilla Glue, the name.
Mhm.
So I think it was like sometimes whoever created the strain or something like that, or if it wasn't people who created the strain, it was the actual people who created Gorilla Glue, the actual glue.
Yeah.
That was like trying to sue the owner of this. Remember, it was like a whole thing in
Yeah.
that literally removed the
Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorilla Glue.
Mhm.
Intellectual property rights.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, even
That's how
though
you get
that
caught
the
up.
cannabis business is 100 legit, yeah, you're gonna have all these type of infringement and copyright violations. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Really real.
That's why our shit is trademarked. Don't even try to copy it. Purple Dank Infusions.
Purple Dank Official, Purple Dank Infusions. Shit, that's ours. Thank you very much. And so, just a little bit more on white truffle. It says the flavor is said to be of a diesel and apricot. Okay, that's different, right? And the aroma has sense of spicy.
DoorDash, bitch, my bad.
Oh, you childish.
Okay, so that's the strain of the week. It's about a 14% THC content, so it's on the
That's not
lower
really,
side.
Yeah, it's not really high.
Yeah.
It's definitely on the lower side. What I have for us to smoke is definitely on the higher side.
And what is that? What is that? that we have to
Yes, so we can go ahead and move into that right
Okay,
now
there we
because I'm
go.
ready to spark this up.
Yeah.
So we made a trip and we got some goodies.
Yay!
Came back
Shout
with some
out
goodies.
to
Zen Leaf Dispensary
Mint Dispensary
in Glendale, Arizona, Mint Dispensary in
And
Phoenix.
this is Aries and the strain is
Cake breath.
Cake breath.
Yes, we got some
Okay,
cake
when I
breath in the
heard cake
house.
and I smelled it, I knew it was
Smells so good.
It's like cake is like my favorite strain.
Wedding cake.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love cake.
So
Wedding
I'm gonna
cake,
give you a
ice cream
little
cake.
history on this cake breath before we actually spark it.
It looks nice and rolled as well. I must
Thank you
say.
very much. I do that
Very,
freestyle. I
very full-bodied.
freestyle.
With the nails, no less.
Yes, already.
Shout out to
skills.
those nails.
Skills.
Clickety-click.
Yes, that's what I do. So cake breath.
Let's talk about it.
It's
You childish. Let that thing have a titty on it. It's a full figure.
You know what? This guy doesn't have that perennial disease.
Like Bumby
You
said,
know what?
we still don't smoke.
Right. So my joints be full.
Yeah, exactly. But that motherfucker don't smoke. So a little curve. We like him straight.
That's what he
No
said.
Paris.
Or did she say?
Right, that's what she said. Okay, so cake breath is an indica dominant hybrid weed. Yes, it's from a genetic cross between wedding cake and mendo breath. It's bred by Thug Pug Genetics. Yes, I love it. I love it. I just love weed and just everything about weed.
Yes.
Cake breath is 23% THC.
Yes.
So it's it has a good little punch to it.
Is it indica leaning?
It is indica leaning. It's indica dominant hybrid. Yes. It's ideal for experienced cannabis consumers. People say it makes them feel uplifted, energetic, and happy.
Okay.
But medical marijuana patients often choose it to deal with anxiety, depression, and PTSD.
Where the lighter at?
Yeah. Here go the lighter. I got one.
Oh, you brought your own lighter today? Hello.
It's a weed lighter.
Because
we're smoking weed.
Right.
Yes.
I think lighters are the most stolen items in the
Oh
universe.
my gosh, it's so hard to keep up with a lighter. It's crazy.
You think you know a person until they steal your lighter.
Oh, her husband.
Bitch, who the fuck is you?
Yeah, her
hot
husband.
hand ass.
You gotta watch
Bitch,
him.
you steal.
Watch her husband.
She said, watch your man.
Yeah, watch your man.
She's like, oh, my man get clapped out. Oh,
just for lighters.
So, cake breath.
Yo. Y'all can't make fun of me now. But
cake breath has an aroma profile of vanilla and skunk and floral notes.
Yeah, you taste it. The vanilla, there's a sweetness even in the aroma, which of course goes back to the terpenes class. You guys remember we did a whole presentation
on the terpenes. Those terpenes is what gives it the aroma, the taste.
Yeah.
It's all like
what's the dominant terpene with the
dominant terpene?
I bet you it's limonene.
It is limonene. You go, girl. Limonene is the top terpene in cake breath.
I know my terpenes.
And do.
She does. She never fails us.
I love it.
So that's what's up.
So the strain of the day was
truffle.
Look, see. This is why we don't ever learn nothing in this goddamn class.
Right. White truffle.
White truffle was a strain, and we're smoking
cake breath.
Okay. For those that are listening, don't be confused. There's a lot of strains going on.
Try to keep up, please.
Okay. We're doing our best.
We started with the black fronts mixed with the M2.
Ooh, nice. I love black fronts.
I put that together myself. It was a nice little blend I brought in.
Dominant strain.
Yes. But no. Oh yeah, yes. Never mind. Not the runs, the M2 though. I think with the M2 it made it kind of.
It's good to mix your strains too, though, guys. Don't get it twisted. It's called the entourage effect. So
I call it
one strain is lacking, another strain might have, and
I call it the gumbo.
Yeah, gumbo.
Yeah, I like the gumbo, Jay.
That's something that we need to talk about in another show, the entourage effect. I have some really good information.
About the entourage effect.
We need to go further into it.
We can definitely go further.
Please.
Hey,
she's like,
have to repeat ourselves if we have to repeat ourselves.
Okay.
You know, also, they are posted on the YouTube and iHeartRadio. So.
Thank you. Somebody got talking.
Why must we repeat ourselves?
Exactly.
Please give her a round of applause.
Thank you. And a round of applause is happening right the fuck now. Okay.
So that was the strain of the weed.
Yeah.
And what we're smoking, the cake breath. It tastes really good.
It tastes so good, guys.
It tastes really good. You showed them the bud.
Yeah.
And how it looks. Yeah. Okay, it's real pretty, y'all.
Larry, put the camera down.
Shout out
we
to
got Larry in play.
yeah.
Yes, Larry, the camera guy, is here in
I
full
can't think
effect.
of a whole new situation.
It's really good. And it's so fluffy.
It is.
And it's full
Nice
of
and light.
the frost, and the frost is the actual trichome.
The best way to get the best out of that weed is to actually grind it, because breaking it down yourself with your hand, you're gonna be, it's
Oh,
sticky.
yes.
Exactly.
The trichomes are
And you're not
actually
gonna be
moving
breaking
a
it
lot of
down
the
properly
heat.
enough.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
These
so
are all
you end up
chaos.
smoking more weed.
Vocabulary.
Hey, I went smoking with some hardcores out there in Oakland,
Uh-huh.
and they were like, grinder?
Yeah.
We don't do grinders around here.
Oh wow.
They did say
Yeah,
that.
they say fingers?
Right? Nope,
No
they don't do
grinders.
grinders. No.
You gotta do it with your hands.
Oh no, I'm not interested.
Yeah, me neither.
And don't break it down small, like, let
Oh,
it
little
be
bitty
crumbs.
balls.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that I've noticed about the weed that comes from up north, especially like your Colorado, it's so fucking powdery. Like I hate when you
It
go
is
to grind it,
powdery,
it's like
and it just
turns-
does.
But I hate it.
But
Yeah,
that's the
me
key,
too.
y'all. That's all those trichomes.
That is the key.
That's the
But
crystals.
the thing is, like, you
It
still
rubs
want
off. Yeah.
you want weed that's more, what I'm saying,
Full body.
danky and
Yeah,
shit.
I like my
With
weed
the
to have
resin.
presence.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the resin.
Yeah, that's
I don't
dank.
like
That
goat
dank,
weed.
That's
y'all.
what I
That's why we
like.
purple dank.
That's what,
Childish.
that's what I like.
Yo. I'm
Okay,
not
but
mad at
let's
it.
not get sidetracked because
Yes,
we
it's
have an
good.
exciting lesson today on
Yes.
sex and cannabis.
Sex and cannabis.
And like I said, like we've done the research. You guys know that we have taken our classes and certifications,
Okay.
so we are educated. And then on top of our education, we're always still learning and searching and trying to find all things cannabis. So
Yes.
evidence today suggests that the right dose of cannabis can actually make a woman's orgasms more satisfying and increase her sex drive.
Yeah, and it can close the inequality gap between men and women when it comes to orgasm, because there is actually
Wait,
an inequality gap.
okay, I was gonna go to
Yes.
that. Like, wait a minute. Is it inequality?
Yeah, like
Yes.
only 52% of women say that
She has
they.
the numbers, y'all. Listen.
Yeah, only 52% of women say that they actually do orgasm during sex. 52%.
52%.
That is
sad.
unacceptable. Yeah, no. It is. That's not.
I don't want to brag or nothing, but I come every time. But then when you're with a partner for a long time, you know each other in and out.
Absolutely.
So
I mean, that makes sense, right? But when it comes to marijuana and sex, more than 70% of people said using cannabis before sex increased desire and improved orgasm.
Right. And this is in part because cannabis can enhance the senses, and it also alleviates a lot of the symptoms that inhibit sexual desire, like anxiety, sleeplessness, pain. So incorporating cannabis can have positive effects for men as well as women, and it also has maybe some negative effects as far as like we read and about delayed ejaculation for men.
But listen, that could be a great thing.
For women, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Delayed, and
Yes.
you just keep on going because it's
Take your
delayed.
time, enjoy.
You know, with
Oh my
nice stuff going on.
Isn't cannabis amazing? And we're actually going to talk about exactly how that works.
Mhm.
How is it that cannabis can enhance the senses like that? What effects or what is working on in your brain and in your body? And I'm sure you guys know by now because I talk about it all the time. What is that causes that interaction and back and forth between cannabis and your synapses
Who does
and
this
all
go
that
to?
stuff?
Love you.
We're going to get deeper into that. Exactly. For everybody who forgot, it's the endocannabinoid system.
Yes, it is. We have talked about the endocannabinoid system and all the receptors that are actually in our bodies,
It's amazing.
waiting to receive this good marijuana.
Right?
You
No,
know?
so yes.
Yes.
Come and get your education
Look
today.
on the screen.
Yeah, so the CB1 receptor definitely has a major role to play with the delta 9 THC cannabinoid. It acts upon it, and that's what causes the psychoactive effects. CB1 is found more in the brain. CB2 is more in the body. We've talked about it. You can look it up. So yes, the endocannabinoid system has a huge role to play when it comes to sex. So
It's all connected,
Yeah.
and that makes it even better, in my opinion.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
What study did you find out
Well,
some stats on?
what it says is just really basically about the gap in between the women having orgasms compared to the men. And this is when you're not smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? And the inequality gap is so big because it's like 90% of men to 52% of women.
How do you think that they get the statistics for this?
Well, they do lots of surveys, market research and stuff. And,
with that particular study, I think it was done by the National Institutes of Health or a medical journal where they actually had researched over 200 people. And from that based their
results.
And
I don't know. I always feel like
there's another sex therapist, Lawrence Siegel. He noted that Delta 9, the cannabinoid, which is THC, guys, appears to target a part of our brain associated with sexual arousal in particular. So it specifically targets that part of the brain, at least in females, more in women. So this is why cannabis can actually help to close that inequality gap.
Exactly. And, make it a little bit more even.
Yeah. If you're going to come, I'm going to come too.
Basically, can we all go?
Yeah. Have we ever?
It's not fair when they do that.
Yeah.
They just leave you hanging. So,
oh my!
If cannabis can actually close that gap and delay him, so you can catch up, and there you go.
Another fun fact: more than 70% of respondents of the study said cannabis enhanced their senses of taste and touch. Now, I don't know about you or anybody else. Taste and touch has a lot to do with having sex and, getting it on and everything.
And taste and touch has a lot to do with, again, the endocannabinoid system.
Yes.
Now, my question is, what about, like, when I think about these research that they've done, what about if we say usage having something to do with it? Because let's say I'm an everyday smoker and they, I go through the process of them doing whatever test that they were doing. And then they might take Susan Q, who only smokes on the weekends. So it's like, how is, like we obviously know that the exposure to the cannabinoid system affects it the way it works. So how do you think that's going to skew the results when you have
these are controlled studies, so they make actual room for all of that.
I'm asking you, what you think the result would be, like a person that smokes more versus a person that doesn't.
It's hard to say because some people, the less you smoke, the more intense everything is for you. Whereas the more you smoke, your tolerance level
goes down. I had a problem with the tolerance level for years, but I just keep smoking and smoking.
She's no quit.
I just keep smoking. But I noticed when I did start taking days off,
resetting. It's called resetting.
And then I hit the blunt, and I'm like, whoa.
Just taking 2-3 days off.
And
coming back to it.
It makes a difference. Yeah. It really does.
Yeah.
So
I'd just be curious to see the inside controls of what the test actually was. Like if these are people that smoke often or don't smoke often.
I can send you the link to that article. It's actually
ideally.
Yeah. It's by the National Institute of Health. So this is the actual federally funded article that talks about sex and the endocannabinoid system, dealing with anxiety, fear, and sexual sensation. So the evidence is there, guys. We're not making it up. And it's just amazing to know that the lock and key, as far as your CB1 receptor with the endocannabinoid, goes into play with our senses. So
our whole body, it's all connected.
Right. And the particular endocannabinoid that plays a major part, we're going to talk about that more too, but about your 2-AG and then your anandamide. So it's anandamide that interacts more with the CB1
anandamide?
receptor.
Yes, anandamide. We get all scientific up in this.
Yeah, I want everybody to get it.
Right. So those are the two main enzymes that act on the endocannabinoid system and helps to break it down and gets all that regulation and puts your body into homeostasis, which of course is the optimum state that we'd all like to be in. And to think that cannabis actually can play a role.
And that's all about the perfect,
harmony
all together.
Balance.
Exactly. Like make sure that you have the right strain and all of that goes into play when you're trying to reach homeostasis.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and fun fact, anandamide, which we just talked about, is actually known as the bliss molecule.
What?
The bliss molecule.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So, well, as it's related to pleasant sensations and the overall positive benefits like pain reduction, but it also acts on the euphoric, gets you into that euphoria side.
Yeah.
And one of the great ways to increase that and boost those levels right before sex or whatever is exercise.
Oh, yeah,
Exercising activates the production of anandamide, guys. The more you work out, the more you increase the amount of anandamide working on your ECS system. And guess what? What's one form of exercise that we all enjoy?
Having sex. Yes. Nice, wild, fluffy sex.
So
what about the
is
endorphins?
considered exercise, vigorous exercise,
The
moderate
more vigorous,
exercise,
the better.
right? And it increases the production
As far as
of
exercise
anandamide.
goes.
So, like in other words, exercise, sex, is a demand that activates and acts upon the endocannabinoid production, and so subsequently the signaling that goes on with the pleasure parts of your brain. So there you go.
Wow.
ECS is an incredible thing.
It is.
And cannabis is a hell of a drug.
Yeah. Yes.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
You stupid.
It must be that
Oh,
cake
gosh.
breath. I'm feeling very
Yeah.
giggly.
That's what they said. They had that type of effect.
Yeah, roll another one.
I know, right?
Yeah,
we got a whole another half a show. We can roll
Yeah, we
another
do.
one.
Even though another whole half.
So anandamide is the bliss molecule, and we're going to get into more of how it acts upon the sexual experience for women and men. Right
Yes,
after
and we're going to talk
our
about orgasms.
Yeah.
Orgasio.
And the best strains, hopefully, to help you achieve that.
Hey.
Don't go
Purple
anywhere.
Dank is bringing it, y'all.
Don't
Classic
go
session. Stay tuned.